Wow, it's been an interesting 2 weeks on deciding to make a difference. And yes, thank you all for sending in those feedback. I'm really glad that lots of people have found it very useful. So keep those feedbacks coming in. Don't forget to leave your comments. However, today we are very lucky. We're going to have a John Maxwell trained expert. Yes, we're going to have an author, a leader, someone who trains managers, trains lots of businesses, runs several workshops within Southeast England. Yes, so and that's a person of Kelvin Inspires, Kelvin Ichemefuna. Calvin is an author, is a leader, and is the author of Revive. Yes, 6 books to rebuilding your life. That's one of his most recent books. So we're going to have Calvin. He's going to talk to us about transitioning from being paid employed to being self-employed. So if you're currently in a self-employed job and you're thinking of transitioning, Kelvin is here to speak to us on when to decide, when you know it's the right time to decide on leaving that job. I know we all are quite passionate about that idea. We're quite inspired. Kelvin today will be sharing with us tips on when to decide to transition and leave that job to run your own businesses. Hello, Kelvin. How are you?
Hey, I'm fine. I'm absolutely excited
Good,
to be
good,
here.
good, good.
Thank you so much, brother, for
Kelvin
getting me.
inspires you inspired me, and you see, I'm here. This is me,
Hey,
isn't it? Yeah, Kevin is one of
hey.
my mentors. Kevin is someone I actually look up to, and thank you for all
Mm,
the good things, the leadership. Oh
mm,
yes, by the way, I
mm.
got my book.
You
Yeah.
did?
Oh yes, I did. So I'm waiting for my book to arrive,
Fantastic.
and I can't wait to sit down and have a good time getting
Take a
educated.
selfie.
Yeah, okay, I will do that
Take a
definitely.
selfie, send it to me,
I'll
and I'll
send
put
it to you. I'll
a
send it
post out
to
there
you.
to appreciate you.
Yeah, so fingers crossed. So, would you introduce yourself so that I've done a bit of introduction, but I always like you to tell us a little bit about yourself. Mm.
Okay, thank you. First and foremost, thank you, brother, for having me here. Thank you for jumping in, for doing what you do. I think because you showed up, because you're showing up daily, we are here today. And
Thank
you
you,
have people
Calvin.
listening in because you're showing up.
Thank
I'm
you.
Kelvin. Yeah, I am Kelvin Ichimeifune. I am the founder of Kelvin Inspires. I am a John Maxwell certified coach, speaker, trainer. And I always say I do the leadership game. I do the leadership training for organizations, small businesses. Uh, Presently, I'm focusing on the construction and trade business people, who business owners in that area. But I'm also open to the wider public. So I run a lot of leadership training at the moment. You know, we started Kelvin Inspires in 2015,
I
and brother
know.
was,
Yes, we started the launching. It was a very good time. It was quite, yeah, it was challenging, and we had the opportunity to hear from lots of speakers. That it was sort of like a stepping
mm,
stone for everyone. Because I remember at the time I was still
yes.
doing my PhD, and after the show, I went out determined, to go and make a
Mm,
difference and
come
launch
on
into
now.
the deep, isn't it? So
Come on
thank
now.
you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Mm,
and one
mm,
of the reasons why I've actually decided to bring you on this show is because of your experience and your expertise. And at some point,
mm,
I know that you made a very big decision. You had a very
mm,
good job, and which was paid,
mm,
and then you
mm.
set out to be on your own to make a difference, isn't it? Yeah. And so I
Yeah.
thought you would share thoughts with people on when is the
Mm,
right time and how people
mm,
should
mm,
take the
mm,
steps in transiting from being paid from a paid employment to being
mm,
self-employed, because sadly lots
mm.
of people have good ideas, but you see
Yeah.
we find ourselves in an economy where we have to pay our bills, isn't it?
Mm,
And
yeah.
where the fear of
Yeah.
the unknown, the fear of taking risks,
Mm,
you see, and a lot of
mm,
people are not
mm,
informed on what to do. So I don't know if you could share with
mm,
us a couple of tips on that could help people
mm.
and guide them if they find themselves in
Yeah.
this situation.
Okay. Fantastic. I think it's a good topic to talk about because we hear this all the time. Jump, jump, jump. Go do your business. Find a job that you do, something that you love, and
Yeah.
yeah, and you think that's where happiness lies. We think
Oh,
happiness lies in doing what you love, and what you love would automatically give you the money and the sustenance. The reality is it doesn't work that way. Now,
mm,
I'm sharing from my own experience. Other people have
yes.
different experiences. But in my own journey, now, obviously, when I did started Kelvin Inspires in 2014, 2015, we started having our events. I was doing coaching. I was a coach, training as a coach and also coaching clients on a part-time basis. 2018 was when I made the jump, when I decided to go full out to do what I'm doing now, coaching, training, speaking. Now, in the last couple of years, it was April 2018 when I made that choice to
Mm,
jump. Now, in hindsight, there are a lot of things I would have changed before I jumped. A lot of things I wasn't prepared for. When you become a business owner or an entrepreneur, there are a lot of things you have to become in the very first season of that business. You're going to be the accountant, you're going to be
yeah.
the financial manager, you're going to be the marketing manager, you're going to be the business owner, running the business,
Yeah.
whatever business it is. You've
Absolutely.
got to wear so many hats, right? And if you are not fully prepared, the
Mm,
reality is life is going to be real for you. What I mean real is that you are going to face circumstances that if you're not prepared for, you will fall flat on your face.
mm,
You will make mistakes. You will fail. You will literally. I was looking for a job
wow.
8 months into saying, I'm done now. I'm going to do my thing. When you listen to motivational speakers, of course, I do motivational talks. You
Yeah.
feel pumped, you feel excited, and then you take massive action and you jump and you go for it. Yes, it's good. We all need to jump at certain points in our life, but you have got to be prepared.
Mm,
You got to be prepared for a
be
lot of things.
prepared.
Be prepared. Yeah, a lot of things. For me, it was financial management. For me, it was money. I needed money to be able to live my lifestyle, do what I love, live in the same house, drive another car. Listen, I lost my house, lost the car.
Wow.
I didn't even have a car. I
Wow.
didn't have a car for 8 months
Oh my God.
because in my mind I was thinking, okay, I've got to run this business. I was pumping everything into the business, and you say when you're ready to sell, sometimes that no one's ready to buy.
Mm,
At that point, no one wants to buy when you're ready to sell. So the different kind of you're going to be able to watch the market. You're going to be able to have a strong projection. Sometimes our projections go wrong.
wrong.
Sometimes people just have life issues, all right, and they just can't deal with you or buy from you now. There'll probably be customers maybe a couple of years later, but at that point in time, they change their mind about
Mm,
doing business with you. And so that keeps you, if your business is the only means of making financial income, then you're in trouble.
wow.
Then you are in massive trouble. Last someone asked me the same question. I said, the first thing you want to do really is to ensure that you have enough cash flow.
Wow. Have enough cash flow.
Absolutely. Now, this doesn't mean that you have millions coming in every month. No, no, no.
Yeah.
I'm saying you must have certain things in your life already that's bringing you enough passive income. You
Mm,
see, until I fell flat on my face before I realized that I needed a lot of financial intelligence.
mm,
I needed to do financial education. I
mm.
worked in a bank, Bola. I worked in a bank for
I
7 years.
know. It was when I,
I
when
was
I think, I can't remember how I knew that you left your job to, oh God, okay, you know, and to be honest, I actually believed in you, but behind me, I was thinking, what must he be going through? How,
Mm,
does it mean the
mm,
customers are
mm,
coming that way? Does it,
mm,
and that probably
mm,
affects
mm.
you mentally, and
Oh yeah,
especially when the people
oh
are
yeah,
not coming. So, mm,
yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know what? I had all the clients around me when I made that decision. I had enough clients to sustain me. I had enough savings. I had shares in the bank, so I was like, oh, I could sell and make some money. I had all that, but The reality is life has a way of just testing you,
Hmm.
has a way of just things just shake. All your confidence in things that you have just become nothing.
Yes.
Your your face. And I know that a lot of people are thinking right now. Well, that's life, isn't it? He survived it. But if I had to do it again, I will make certain changes in my decision.
Hmm.
There's a book by John Maxwell. It says, "Put the dream to the test."
Hmm.
Series of questions, over 50 questions in that book about that dream, about that business, that you've got to be able to answer confidently so that when you step out to do it, you're prepared. Even now I do what they call a crisis management. What happens when your business doesn't produce for you? So you got to have crisis management. What do you do? When do you back out? When do
Hmm.
you cut it short? When do you
Yeah.
count your losses and move out? When you know that it's over now, like I'm going to get something else, before you get to falling flat on your face again. So all of that, it's now that I'm beginning to become aware of those things. And before I thought, well, you know what, enough strength, enough passion will do the
I
job.
know, yeah,
The
the passion. We
reality,
get carried away with our passion and the
oh
enthusiasm,
yeah,
and then we forget the other things. We are passionate about this idea and we think,
yeah,
yeah, it's going to, and we forget about the other things that actually surrounds it and needs to see it through.
ignorance,
Ignorant.
ignorance, ignorance of the fact, and obviously that's the lack of information. So the first things I say, if you want to start your business, great, start a business, but it's better you have your job. Rich, because of my current study now into financial education. Obviously, the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read this book when I was in secondary school. Now I went back again to read it all over again
All
to
right.
understand money. To understand money. It's not how much you make, is how much you can keep.
Keep, yeah, the
When you
savings
come
make
on now,
wealth, isn't it?
savings, investments,
Mm.
things that you could do that can bring in passive income on a monthly basis.
Mm.
So you don't have to worry yourself or kill yourself over a business. Because sometimes the business has its life of its own. If the business goes, what's next for you?
Mm.
How are you going to take care of your family? How are you going to take care of your kids?
Absolutely.
So it's a good thing that you have all of this. So I always say to people, one of the things that really helped me in my own journey was having a coach, having a mentor and a coach. My mentor sat me down and said, "Tell me, Kelvin, show me your numbers." I looked at him, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Show me your numbers. Show
And
me
what does
numbers,
it
show
mean
me
by numbers?
projections."
Because I don't even know what the numbers mean.
I don't know what it means. Well, show me your projections. Show me how much you charge an hour. Show me how many clients you've seen. Show me all the ads that you're placing. Show me the brutal fact. Let's look at the brutal fact. Is this business going to produce for you?
Hmm.
Is this business, are you in the right business? Do you have the right support system? Do you have the failure proof system? Do you have things around you that can help you grow
Hmm.
your business? And I didn't have any of that. I
Wow.
just thought, well, I'm a coach. I coach this one, I coach that one. He said, no, 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 no. You've got to be able to think differently. You've got to have a bigger mindset about your business. And it exposed me to a lot of cracks and a lot of assumptions I had in my mind that things will work. I believe so much in prayer. Prayer is good. But hey, let's look at the brutal facts. What
Wow.
are you doing wrong and what are you ignoring?
Hmm.
There's always a
Practice
place.
the right questions. What are your
Absolutely. And I would.
numbers? Are you informed? Do you have the
Mm,
right resources? Do you know the right
mm,
customers? Do you understand
yeah,
how the money is going to come in? And asking the right
yeah,
questions. Yeah, lots of
yes,
people actually get carried away. And just like we said, we are passionate and
yeah.
then we forget to ask ourselves the right questions. How about for those people that, there's always a time where maybe you're running a business and you have this rush, you know,
Mm,
and you
mm.
have this
You-
customer rush and
yeah, yeah.
that's it.
So some seasons, isn't it? Sometimes it's about the season. Sometimes the season is the
Yeah,
season of
it's easy.
plating, where there's a high demand for your products. Great. I say great, but you see, when you're gonna be able to ask this particular person who's having this massive season, What is your financial growth plan?
Hmm.
How do you plan to sustain the income that comes in? How do you plan to make that income work for you?
Hmm.
Because we're in business, number one, we're in business to make a living. We're in business to serve our customers. We're in business to grow what we're doing. So it's when you make all those plenty, what is your plan? What is your plan to grow your financial system? In other words, so that when the plenty stops coming in, that you have enough to be able to feed on.
Hmm.
You have enough that can take you, that can even open your mind to other business opportunities. Because the reality is there are a lot of business opportunities, but it's about, I play the game with my wife now. It's called the cash flow game, about money. It's by Robert Kiyosaki as well. The same guy, Rich Dad Poor Dad, the Cash Flow 100. It's about how you understand money. That when you understand money well, you can create products that
Hmm.
could bring in passive income. And in the game, it's about how you can create passive income, whether it's through investment, whether it's through savings, whatever, so
Hmm.
that you can come out of the rat race. The rat race is people going into, every hustle every day, trying to, make that extra money. But the reality is, how do you make passive income that pays all your bills and still
Sales.
takes care of you?
Hmm.
That still takes care of you. I believe so much. If you want to start a business, you have to go back to school. Go back to school. In other words, get the books on
You need to be
financial management.
schooled. You need to
And
be informed
oh,
before you go ahead.
absolutely.
Hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because if you make decisions based on assumption, you will fall flat on your face.
Wow.
If you make decisions based on no data, you will
Yeah.
make a lot of mistakes. And are there opportunities? Of course, you should, love failure. Failure happens, great, learn from it. But listen, we don't have to make the same mistakes that other people have made ahead of us.
Made.
The reason why we can connect with them or hear from them, so we can make notes and make the right decision from the onset.
Hmm.
And that's why we're doing this. That's why we're doing this now. So if I start again, I'll do my business on the side, but I'll still grow my income to a level where I don't need my job anymore because I have enough passive income. And that's really by creating products and bringing enough passive income.
Hmm. Wow, 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 wow. Now,
Mm.
there are some people that yes, we've said they should stay informed, and how do people stay informed? Now, it's not
Mm.
everybody that has the right knowledge on where to find, how do you
Mm. Mm.
stay informed? How are you aware of all these, of the data, the customer base, or how do they ask those questions and all that? Yes.
Save yourself time, save yourself energy, save yourself resources by number one, getting yourself a coach or a mentor.
Hmm.
A mentor is someone who has done what you're looking to achieve.
Hmm.
Grab them, whatever it would take, pay for it. Get them to sit with you. Ask the right questions.
And yeah,
A
that
coach
actually
is so,
is similar to what the guest we had last week. She actually
yeah.
said, yeah, you need to get somebody to inform you, get a mentor, and it's the same. So there's something right about getting mentors, to get
Oh, absolutely.
experts. There's
Absolutely.
because this is not just coming
Uh,
from you alone, And to be
oh
honest,
yes.
it's
Oh yeah.
actually helped me as well. I have people I look up
Oh
to
yeah.
that I want to be like, and then I ask
Yeah.
one or two questions. So people
Yeah.
need to
Yeah.
be aware that they need to get coaches, they need to get
Oh.
mentors
Oh
to
yeah. Oh
direct
yes.
them.
It will save you time. It will save you energy. They say the rich spend money to save time,
Hmm.
but the poor and the average spend time to save money. Which is let's make the distinction there. Spend your money to save you hassle, headaches, energy. Spend all that money to get the right information so that you can grow,
Yeah.
and that money will come back to you because you're going to save time. If you listen, the only expensive commodity now is time. You see, the average and the poor who are trying to be smart in their own head will want to save money, and they go the hard way. You don't have to go the hard way. It's foolishness to go the hard way. There are coaches that can help. Listen, coaches, I wrote my, you talked about my book. My book is out today. I wrote this book. I wrote 10,000 words a year ago, and I gave it to someone. I got a very negative feedback. I just chucked it away. Now, what I did is, I'm telling you, I just whatever.
I
Maybe
know.
someday in
Tell me
work.
about writing. I know. I understand. I understand the
Oh
feeling.
yeah.
You
And
just
then
get
and
fed
then
up and you're like, okay, you sit down. To be honest, and that's
yeah,
the right
yeah,
attitude. When you get to a point where
yeah.
you just leave it and you go back to it, isn't it? So,
Absolutely. But guess what? The second time around, I had a coach, a
mm,
mentor this time around, who had written a book. And he said, "Where's your book?" I said, "Listen, I wrote 10,000 words. I just chucked it away." He said, "Listen, I can help you." I sat with him and he gave me some great advice in one session. In one session, I listened to it. I walked away in a week. I had written 17,000 words
wow.
in a week, just listening to his advice and following his footsteps. I wrote 17,000. So altogether, I had 27,000 words. I sent it to a proofreader and an editor, and they did the whole job for me and edited it and, made it nice. And today, I'm published. All right.
Yeah, revive. We're going to talk about the book. Yeah, I was going to give you an
I'm,
opportunity to tell people about your book, and but before we
yeah.
go into that, it gets to a
Mm-hmm.
point where they've actually done all these. They're informed. They're
Yeah.
prepared. They have their
Mm-hmm.
data, but things are
Mm-hmm.
not working the way they anticipated, or the way
Mm-hmm.
they feel, and they are probably what would you advise at that point
Okay.
where they
Okay. Now, one of the things I take my clients through when it comes to money, there's a book called Think and Grow Rich. I'm sure you've heard of it
yes,
before,
I have.
by Napoleon Hill. When
Mm.
I joined the John Maxwell program, one of the first training we went there for it was a 12 weeks program, was to study the book Think and Grow Rich. Now, the chapter on the book, it starts with different chapters. Now, we were told in this challenge, it was a 14-day challenge. They said, we're going to read this book, but we're going to read the chapter on persistence. 14 days nonstop. Don't read any other chapter. Just read the chapter on persistence every day for 14 days. And if you miss a day, start again from day one.
That's actually testing your perseverance and your patience.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm still in business. because
Yeah,
I did it the
that's
first
actually
time.
tells how patient you.
It is hard reading the same chapter. And it took me an hour for the very first time to read just a chapter. An hour. I'm like, I have to do this for 14. Are you kidding me? For 14 days? The second day I did it. In fact, I did it for 5 days nonstop. And then the sixth day, I forgot. And I was like, oh, I forgot. I had to start again from day one.
Wow.
The second time I did it up to day 7. And then I went for a conference the whole day, came back thinking I would have enough time. 11:30. I couldn't read it again. 11:30 p.m. I said, oh my goodness. I had to start again for the third time.
Oh no.
And trust me, the third time I had to change my approach. I had to, set a timer, set a calendar. I want us to read this particular time. Whatever I'm doing, I'll stop it and I'll read it. So I changed my approach in the process. I read it for 14 days. And when we finished, he said, well done. Now you have learned the art of persistence. Nothing survives without persistence. It is the first training for every entrepreneur. Now listen, you could go through and read the whole book. And if people buy the book, he showed us, the guy who took us through the training showed us the book. It was tattered. There was sellotapes everywhere. He had it for 30 years. It says, when I feel like again, I go back into the book and I read it. Now he has 3 businesses worth $300 million.
Wow.
And his only recommendation was the book Think and Grow Rich. There's a whole lot of mystery in that book, but it started first. Don't read the first chapter, read chapter on persistence. Practice it for first, because when you go into business, you have got to be persistent. Otherwise, you won't succeed. But listen, it's what you learn in the persistence. You become aware of what's going on. Now, I say, don't go into business if you don't even have financial understanding, if you don't have accounting, if you don't have the right mentors or coaches. When you have all of this together, now the next chapter is persistence. When you've tried everything you've been told and nothing is working for you, stay persistent and begin to reflect. This is the law of reflection. We have so many experiences that we don't learn from. Now, I don't struggle now, because now if I'm having a difficult time, I stop what I'm doing and I pause. In fact, people call me the pause master. I just pause. You know, when I do my video, I do pause. Just take it in, because we have the question, Bola, is there are 80-year-old people today, 70-year-old, 75, 90-year-old today who are broke. The question is, they've had 80 years to live. Absolutely. And never learned from their experiences. There are 90-year-old men and women today who tell you there is no God. So in the whole 90 years, they've never experienced any supernatural awakening. Nothing has challenged their mind in 90 years. Now, that's because a lot of people today are not pausing. A lot of people today are not reflecting. The power, this is one of the laws of growth, the 15 laws that govern growth. One of the laws is the law of reflection. You have got to spend time reflecting. This is why highly paid CEOs or highly paid individuals, they have 1 hour session to them every day. Nothing else.
Yes, I've actually heard about that. I can't remember who this person was. He said he wakes up, I think it was Steve Jobs before he died. He wakes up every morning and he meditates and he reflects on everything that has happened, what has gone bad, and why it has gone bad, and what he could have done differently. I think it was Steve Jobs,
Absolutely. Two things, two questions you ask yourself in reflection. What has gone well for me so far, and what could have gone better? When we start questioning sometimes we have questions in the mind, we ignore it. The question is, are you ready? Are you sure? Do you have everything? Do you have your props together? Do you have everything together? Just ignore it. No. Answer the question that your mind is telling you. We call it instinct, intuition. It's in there, in all of us. It speaks to us, but we don't listen. We think it's.
I say to my husband, I have instincts. My instincts are always. To be honest,
come on now.
Follow it. You need to.
Yes.
And it's the first one that is right.
Yes.
When I used to do my the shows after work, I was saying, I said, the moment you meet somebody that will be deceitful or you know the first time, but you tend not to tell yourself the truth.
The
first time you meet the person, you know the kind of person the kind of person that person will be. So I absolutely agree with you.
Absolutely. Even in relationship, people know, stay away, red flags. No. Let me give him a chance. Let me give her a chance. It's there. It's glaring. And trust me, it happens in life, in business. Every time we know we're making, something is a red flag, but we don't listen to it. So one of the like you said, Steve Jobs, they take time and they reflect. 1 hour a day, half an hour a day, 5 minutes a day, just time to just be with you and your thoughts and to just ask what is missing, what is right, what's going well for me. Wow. And trust me, by the time you apply that every day, when it becomes part and parcel of who you are, you can make right decisions. And if you listen and you take action.
Wow, thank you so much, Kevin. And just before we let you go, can you share a little bit about your book, The Revive?
All right.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to learn so much. So what should people look forward to? What should they look forward to learning? What are I always call it a carrot. You need to dangle the carrot to see how.
Yes.
So yes, please can you share with us? And that's just taking us back to you being informed. Kelvin's book is there to keep you informed. So
absolutely,
he's going to share with us things that we can benefit from getting that book.
Absolutely. They say information is power. information is power. What you know, I said today, one of my 7 a.m. motivation, what you don't know is affecting you right now. What you don't know is affecting your time, your money, your resources, your energy. When I sit down with highly successful people, I take a pen and a paper and I just write a note down. If they write a book, I rush out and I buy the book. I have loads of books that I read, all the books I listen to all the time. The reason why I'm doing that is because I know that all they're sharing me is all the years of their knowledge and experiences.
Yes.
Their failures, their successes.
Successes.
I can learn it in one sitting. I can avoid them in one sitting. That's why
you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Absolutely. Only a fool tries to reinvent the wheel. Only a fool. When you look at how life is, I said to my wife the other day, like, I'm getting some notifications. People are buying my book. Oh my goodness. What happened to me? What changed? What made me decide to write a book? I listened to John Maxwell say something. He says, when I was a young pastor, I was asking him, how can I grow? Someone said to him, you have so much knowledge. Why don't you write a book? Increase your influence. I always say it's all about influence. Leadership, everybody, entrepreneur, whoever you are, you must grow your leadership. And we define leadership as influence. The more people know you, the more you increase your influence. The biggest problem for every entrepreneur right now is visibility. People don't know you. People can't associate with you. People can't call you to their shows or bring you up to their to share your knowledge. So the biggest opportunity for us right now, which is what you're doing, which is I'm so happy when I saw that you're doing this. I said, wow, she's got this. She's got the right thing. That's why I do my 7 a.m. motivation every day.
I know you're so consistent. I'm like, if Kelvin can do this, then I can,
Absolutely.
Yes. And it's you never can tell. There was one day, I think it was, I can't remember what it was on. I actually saw, I think it was on Instagram. And that message was just for me.
Yeah. Wow.
Honestly.
Wow.
The message, and to be honest, after watching it, I remember I just knelt down and prayed. It actually made me pray. If that makes sense, And it was quite short, and it's sort of I reflected, and it's just something very personal. And that message at that time of the morning, was just for me. I just went back and prayed. It was sort of like thanks for doing that. You never can tell who is going, who it is.
You just don't know. You just don't know. Visibility. Get out. And so I wrote this book to touch many people that I can't really meet on the face-to-face or have a conversation with you. But this book it's about how you can, all I've learned in my journey. How I went from failure to what I'm doing now and reaching more people. How you can reboot your life when things go bad, when you fall flat on your face. When you jump to do what you want to do and you fall flat on your face and you feel like giving up, it's about revive.
Wow.
The tips that helped me, 6 things that helped me get back on track with my vision, with what I love. And I'm doing it now. And I just want to share this with anybody around the world. That's why.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the link to the Amazon link where I bought mine. I'll leave it on the caption.
Appreciate it.
To buy it. That's where I bought mine. And yes, I hope everyone will make best use of the opportunity, because I count it as an opportunity to be informed. I think I bought it for £10 something, so it's not £10. To be informed is not much.
Absolutely.
Let's go and we spend £100, we spend also £10 to be informed, learn from applied experience, applied knowledge with you. But just £10, I don't think it's too bad. So it's a very great tip we have shared with you today. For you to informed, get coaches, get mentors, and yes, you will be able to identify when the right time to actually transit from employed to being self-employed. So thank you so much, Kelvin.
My pleasure.
We're really
thank you.
To have you. We want to see more of you.
My pleasure. Thank you, Bola. Thank you for the work that you do, the lives that you're influencing positively. Thank you so much for making
Thank
a
you so much. I'll
difference.
let you
And
go now. You take
and you as well. Take care.
care.
Bye
Bye.
now.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Wow, that was super. Thank you, Kelvin. Thanks for sharing those tips with us. I know that lots of us would have learned one or two things. Yeah, I know we are all quite passionate about that idea. I know you want to leave that job to start running your business, but you need to be prepared, as Kelvin has advised. You need to be prepared. You need to be informed. You need to understand your figures. You need to understand your data. Where is money going to come from? So hence, you need to ensure that there is inflow of money. You cannot leave that job if you're not sure how you're going to run that business, how you're going to cater for yourself, because of course you need to be mentally stable for you to run a business appropriately. And you need to be informed. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. So get a mentor, get a coach to actually help guide you. And Kelvin is talking from experience. So all these are, you need to get them right, and be persistent. Yeah, you're going to hit the rock. You're going to hit the rock hard. Trust me, there are going to be times where things are not moving at all. Everything is just stagnant. But that persistence is needed. Persistence is needed. So you need to be very consistent as well. You need to be very consistent. So if you have found this very useful, please leave in the comment section one or two things that you have learned that is a takeaway, and do not forget to share. Do not forget to like and share this on your social media platform, so that every other person who has missed this show at this time will benefit from it. And thank you all for joining. Thanks for taking your time to tune in at this time. If you have any question, as usual, the email is on the screen below. And do not forget to subscribe so that you don't miss you don't miss any of our episode. And yes, thank you for joining. This is Dr. Bola Adeyeye Omishade. Have a good day.